All right, welcome back to Hot Topics TV, y'all. You already know if the topic is hot, we're on it. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's get right into this one. I can't make this up. An entire police department in North Carolina resigned Friday after the hiring of a new town manager. You can already guess what's going on here, right? But let's get into the story just to be sure. Police officers and other officials in the small town of Kenly have submitted mass resignation letters citing stress, a hostile work environment, and an inability to continue the department's long-term betterment projects. In a letter to town manager Justin Jones, Police Chief Josh Gibson expressed regrets towards the negative changes he felt were occurring in the department. You gotta hang around for this because you have to know what these negative changes are. He said, quote unquote, "In my 21 years at the Kenly Police Department, we have seen ups and downs, but especially in the last 3 years, we have made substantial progress that we had hoped to continue. However, due to the hostile work environment now present in the town of Kenly, I do not believe progress is possible," Gibson wrote. End quote. Neither the police department nor Jones have been willing to speak to the media on the nature of these complaints, local outlets have reported. Gibson's letter was only one of several resignations that were made publicly available after the mass exodus. "It is with a heavy heart that I take this action. I have been with this town since 2004, and I fully expected to finish my law enforcement career with this town of Kenly. Unfortunately, there are decisions being made that jeopardize my safety and make me question what the future will hold for the Kenly police officer." This one was written by Officer G.W. Strong. Now, while other officers addressed their resignations to Gibson, the police chief himself submitted his to Jones. Jones, my friend, was just hired as town manager last month after serving in various local government positions in other states. Her new position was celebrated by the town of Kenly in a June press release. I guess the police department did not get that memo or did not think that it would actually come to fruition. Jones seems to be a black woman. Jones has dedicated her career to public service over the last 16 years, during which she worked in progressively responsible positions with local governments in Minnesota, in Virginia, in South Carolina, in North Carolina. The town wrote this in a statement. She began her municipal career as the executive assistant to the city manager and National Urban Fellow in the city of Norfolk, Virginia. She's no newbie to this. She is not someone who has no experience, but she is not from the old boys cloth, and she does not have the police department's approval or majority of the police department's approval, including the chief. Police leadership and activity duties officers are joined in their resignation by other officials as well, not just the police. Quote unquote, "I have truly enjoyed working for the town the last 4 years. Due to the current situation and the stress in the work area lately, my main concern is my health, and right now I need to focus on my well-being. The work area is very hostile, and I will not let myself be around that kind of an atmosphere." One of them, Christy Thomas, who is a utility clerk for the town of Kenly, wrote in their resignation letter. "Some outgoing government employees kept their messages curt and to the point, including Town Clerk Sharon Evans. Town Clerk Sharon Evans, she didn't do the long speech. She got to the point. She said, quote unquote, "I will be retiring sooner than I had planned." Let me repeat that. "I will be retiring sooner than I had planned. This is my 2 weeks notice as of today. I can no longer work under the stress. I'm out. Peace." So everybody is jumping ship, right? In this in this North Carolina town. And what's behind this whole conversation is you're talking about this Kenley in North Carolina is as white or lily white as it gets. And they want to keep it pure, as they call it. They want to keep it that way. And they want to keep it that way, but times have changed, or times are changing. And here is one change that they're not willing to go with. "I will not serve under a black town manager. Not in Kenley. It ain't going to happen. It will not be accepted." Someone else said, look outside the scope of all that. Maybe it's not a black-white thing. Maybe it's because they wanted somebody locally to get that position. Someone who they're close to. Someone who they've known for years and have served with and they trust. And they thought this person was going to get that position, a white male, and he did not. But it's not about color. It's more about their solidarity with him. However, locals are saying it's not. This is a place where the status quo is upheld. And no way do they want her, being who she is, God-given naturally, black, or considered black. They have refused to serve under this person. Not only is she black, but this is a male-driven, old boys club, male-dominant place. And she is black, and she is also female. And they're not having it. They're mad as hell. The resignation letters come in bundles. I mean, there are a whole lot of them that are leaving. And I see comments where people are saying, hey, let's get our best African Americans in there. Don't look at this as a setback. Look at this as job opportunities just opened up. Who's willing to move and go here and be a police under her leadership? Get us in there. And let's change the face of whatever they thought this was going to be with their resignation. That sounds good in theory, but let's see how that will work out. In the meantime, a Stone County Sheriff Office will handle emergency calls until the department is staffed, because majority of the department is gone. We're looking for officers. We're looking for a new police chief, and I think we'll be fine, is what one person said who works on the inside. They're currently stuck looking for a new police chief. They're currently stuck looking for new police officers to serve under this police chief, because everybody is gone, packed up and left because a black woman got the position. Until then, we will be answering all the calls in Kimbling City, and we can't enforce city ordinances, but any other calls we will be handling at this time. The resignation comes as small town police departments across the country struggle to stay staffed as crimes increase, and following more than a year of politicians and activities calling for departments to be defunded. A recent survey found that there has been a 45% increase in the retirement rate and nearly 20% increase in resignations from officers in 2020 to 2021 compared to the previous year, according to the Police Executive Research Forum. Larger cities, police departments have also struggled with staffing amid the whole anti-police sentiment and their local leaders supporting the defund the police movement last summer. But now listen, here's what it is. I think the pandemic showed people, even those who were not prepared. You have a lot of people that went into this pandemic surviving hand to mouth as the pandemic started, right? However, they learned quickly, because when a man is drowning, he will grab at a leaf or a straw. Now, you know damn well a leaf or a straw is not going to bring you back to float if you don't know how to swim in them deep waters. But that's desperation. This pandemic showed people that if I dig deep and if I focus, I can work and make money as an entrepreneur, and probably even more money than I'm getting paid now with this career field that has all these ups and downs and politics and headache that I have to go into every day. And a lot of people started retiring early, putting in their letters for their resignation. Has nothing to do with anything other than that, right? But as we stand here with this particular case, a black woman gets a position, and because of that, the whole damn department is empty. Police officers who have sworn to uphold the law and protect the citizens have vacated for this in 2022. Are we moving backwards or forward? Or is it that we have never moved anywhere? We've been standing one place or running in circles all along. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll catch you on the next video. You already know, if it's hot, we're on it. Hot Topics TV. Hit that subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.